Back in your life, like a high school girl who cuts her wrists in a bathtub and sends tapes to all her friends blaming them for why she killed herself. This is the Educated Ignorance Podcast on the For Frequency's Sake Podcast Network. What did I say?
What did you say? Did you hear the words that came out of your mouth? I'm like, where the hell is this train going? We are off the rails, and we are 10 seconds in.
Well, you know what? You got to let it listen, the intro covers the length of not saying anything reckless for monetization purposes, if that exists. So by the time you get past the 90-second mark, you can just say lots of crazy stuff. It's where I'm at today. Anywho, we are here. We are here. We are dear, and we need beer. I'm Joe Winkle. I'm joined by Nick Brinks. It's Monday. You know what that means. He's got beer.
We've got beer.
What a time to be alive. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm well. We're gone all weekend. Got back today. Hence why I couldn't do the show last night. And I got to watch some football tonight, and I got to watch the Chiefs lose. And it was a good night to crack open a Busch.
You're rocking. Like, you think you got a Busch sponsorship right now?
I know. I'm working on it.
That Busch Light, because Coors Light don't pay me nothing. Get your Brock Lesnar on.
Damn right. Also sporting a haircut this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little shorter.
There we go. There you go. You had to go show out for your homecoming.
That's right.
What school?
Morningside in Sioux City. Morningside College.
There you go. Over under 750 and a half enrollment.
Like 1,200.
And you know what? It's still it all counts. It all counts, that's for sure.
It's a good school. It's like 2,200 if you count graduate students, online stuff, but I count the 1,200 as the legit answer.
Did they have? Is it like what all kind of festivities were going on there?
Only things I really cared about were the game. Even though our school is usually just really good at football, so we just destroy everybody. Like it was 55-0 by like halftime.
I'm assuming this is like NAIA or JUCO.
Yeah.
NAIA. Okay.
And then after the game, they've got Taste of Morningside, bunch of local food trucks type deals where alumni can join together, eat food, and reminisce about the good old days and drink some beer. They've got some inflatables for the kids and stuff like that.
There you go. You had beer, you were on inflatables, and you went to a country concert.
That's right. Took my little guy to a concert, and we had meet and greets with Josh Turner, if you like country music. So yeah, it was a good weekend overall. Good time.
Good times for everybody. We're here tonight. I don't know how many, continuous operandi we're going to have on Mondays, but it's nice to bounce it around, keep it fresh every now and then.
As the schedule allows, that's when we do the show.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what, for as wonky as this slate was, Nick, it gave me everything I needed it to. There were a lot of blowouts. There were a lot of not a lot, but there were a handful of uninteresting games. There were some funny moments on Sunday, which we will get to. But at the end of the day, the games that mattered, that really mattered yesterday and tonight, were the two primetime games, and they absolutely delivered.
I loved watching both tonight and yesterday. Seeing the Patriots beat the Bills, and it's not crazy to say that the Patriots played better that whole game, right? I'm not misremembering too much, am I?
That's a great question. That is a fantastic question.
I feel like both teams left some points on the field at times, but I don't know if the Patriots ever really trailed.
They trailed once, and it was They trailed 17-13.
Okay.
I think no. They trailed 10-6. Then they answered with a touchdown, and then the Bills and they went back and forth.
Okay. So yeah, just a fun game. I think I saw when they played Miami that the Bills on paper look really good, but in reality they've got some holes. And I think the Patriots showed that as well. They were able to actually seal the deal though. Yeah, it was a great week for parity in the NFL. The best were the losers and the worst were the winners.
We're starting to see it's not as bad as last year where the top, because remember how last year we had like all the playoff teams were like at 11 or more wins, and there were like the entire top 10 of the draft had like less than 5 wins. I don't know if we're going to be in that aspect. I think the middle, I think this year the bottom is still the bottom, but the top and the middle have come together. Last year, the top and the middle there was no middle. There was literally no middle in the NFL last season. This year, I think the bottom has stayed the bottom and the top and the middle have come together in ways. We don't have any more undefeated teams. We only have X amount of teams with 4 wins. There's like less than a third of the NFL less than a third, I think, of the AFC teams are above 500 right now, which is weird but fun. So like, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 14 teams, literally half of the AFC teams are 500 or are above 500. Teams in the AFC that are under 500: Houston, Kansas City, Cincinnati, who's bad, Baltimore. Like those are good teams.
Just stop right there. Those are 4 playoff or coulda, shoulda, woulda playoff teams from last year. That's insane. Counting the Bengals, obviously they didn't make the playoffs, but
hey, I will
wild how compared to last year, those 4 teams are in the basement right now.
I'll say this: I'm going to give you the ups on this every week, I think. But hell of a job by you picking the Bengals as the cross off team when we did the first set of cross offs. By the way, DJ says Just was able to start the show. Brinks gets my 6th tape. I wonder who gets the first one from DJ. He said, "Yeah, we get it, Joe. Casey is."
I don't get what 6th tape is.
So
is there an inside joke?
The thing I said at the beginning. You've never seen 13 Reasons Why?
Oh,
yeah.
Is that Suicide Netflix show?
Correct.
Okay.
She sent tapes to everybody.
That would explain why I had no fucking idea what the hell you were talking about.
You thought I was just going off the rails, which I mean I did technically, but
I thought you were just like very depressed that the Chiefs lost, and I was surprised.
No, I'm depressed for other reasons. But we're here. I'm depressed by my lack of sleep. I'm depressed by the fact that my high school football team is cursed and makes me want to jump into a vat of acid every Friday. I'm depressed that the Cubs can't hit the baseball after the first inning.
Oh, Joe, you have such a way with words.
Yeah, do I? Is this why you like me so much?
I mean, not that you want to jump in a vat of acid, but that you come up with that expression to explain your sorrow.
It's the
it's not like I'm going to stand in front of a train. I am going to douse myself in gasoline, light myself on fire, and jump into a vat of acid. You're very meticulous and down to the minute details.
I think in a past life I was like a stage kid. Like I did a lot of acting. I'm melodramatic. Kansas City, DJ did say it though. Let's chalk this up. The Kansas City Chiefs are under 500. And listen, I texted him. I said during the game, and I said, DJ, I love you, but for my agenda, I need this to happen. And do you know what happened, Nick? Do you know what happened?
The pick 6?
The Chiefs, no. Although the guy who got that, I was very high on the draft, and now he might be the best defensive player in the league. We'll talk about that in a bit. But no, the Kansas City Chiefs had their inevitable moment because they are Thanos. But at the end of the day, the long-haired legend himself, he ran him down.
Gets back up again.
He stumbled. Yeah, he tripped, and he gets back up and he keeps running. The Jacksonville Jaguars are ... the most enigmatic entity in the National Football League.
If the Chiefs were inevitable this year and the Jags were the Jags that we would expect, that play would have happened with like 2 seconds left. He would have tripped and he would have been downed.
Or when
the fact that he got up and there was enough time on the clock that even if he was able to throw it away or whatever, they still had a chance. Like, to me, that told me it was a sign from God that the Chiefs are no longer inevitable. I was happy. So yeah, that was good.
Well, the AFC could bear the AFC is incredibly thin, so the Chiefs might eventually be inevitable. But we'll talk about that because it's weird. There's a lot of different directions you can go with the Chiefs. So I'm intrigued to see where the conversation goes with them. But on this evening, we're talking about the winners first, and the winners were the Jacksonville Jaguars. God damn it, what a team! I don't know how good they are. I said it. We said it last week. I don't remember when we were talking about them and why we were talking about them. Who did they play last week? It wasn't Houston. They had a good. Oh, they won in San Francisco. They won in San Francisco last week. And here is my take on the Chargers or the Jags. Excuse me. I'm clipping this from my box of receipts. We're gonna say nice things about the Chiefs. I think
we are.
I will. They're weird. They're very weird. They're scheduled. We'll talk about them. Post known any Chiefs comments. But I said last week, and I think you'll remember this. I said the Jags are 3-1, and they have not scratched the surface at all of what their offense could be. And I still think after tonight they really haven't. But they had some moments. And holy shit, when they needed it most, did Trevor Lawrence deliver. It has been, through 5 games now, a roller coaster. But when they got down 14-0, he delivered an absolute big nuts drive to cut it in half. He delivered some huge moments in the first drive coming out of the locker room, right through your face, down the field, touchdown. And then they barely have the ball at all in the second half. Does enough to lead a field goal drive. And then after Mahomes kills like the entire fourth quarter, he makes the throws he needs to make. And then, yes, the final play is the final play, and it's hilarious. But at the end of the day, he was able to make the play, had the wherewithal to get up and do it. But the drive will be remembered for that and being funny. But at the end of the day, he made some incredible throws to get them down there. And again, their offense is not – it's getting there. But at the end of the day, I said at the end of the day 9 times. They're 4-1. They've already beat Houston once. They went to San Francisco and won and really controlled that game. And they beat the Chiefs at home. And their offense is operating at maybe 60 to 70% of what it could be with the players they have, the coaching they have. If you are a Jags fan out there, Nick, and I'm sure you're going to agree with this, holy shit, you have to be tickled pink.
That was about, I don't want to say that was about as statement of a win as you could make, but it checked a hell of a lot of boxes. You overcome the double-digit deficit at the beginning. You were down, 14-0, I believe?
Right out the gate, yep.
You have a lead late. You give up a lead late, and you've got a chance to come back and go down the field. And Trevor Lawrence, he'd be the first to tell you that he was not very good last year. That last drive, though, tonight, chef's kiss on those 2 darts. He found Thomas, and he found number 5.
De'Ami Brown.
Brown. 2 darts, and
that throw to Thomas, brother. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Goddamn.
I mean, there were some statements made tonight. I think we saw between the Super Bowl and the beginning of the season, there's just something off with the Chiefs. Now, I will say, last week of all weeks, I thought, okay, maybe the Chiefs are back. They just destroyed Baltimore. But I think as we are learning, there is a funk in Baltimore right now, and I mean, with Lamar being out this week, and I think the Bills literally broke the Ravens, and now I just don't think they're very good right now. So now I'm back to thinking, okay, maybe the Chiefs are mediocre again, or maybe they are still pretty okay, and the Jags made it happen. So yeah, that's great for Jacksonville, great for Trevor Lawrence. I'm super excited and happy for them. Their new head coach, like that was. It's hyperbole to call that like one of the greatest victories in franchise history or something, but it is the Jaguars, and they can't have that many of them. So I would think a Jacksonville fan might be able to say, yeah, that might be like a top 5 or top 10 regular season win for Jacksonville. I don't think it would be that crazy to say that. But then on the other side, it's like Kansas City, they came out looking like Kansas City of old those first 2 drives, marching right down the field, 2 drives, 2 scores, getting it done. And I thought, you know what? When the Chiefs have a really good offense and they're putting up a lot of points and Mahomes is making plays, that's the Kansas City team. That's the Kansas City team I didn't mind. I didn't mind when they looked good on offense. It's this Kansas City team that, butt fucks their way down the field. This look like complete shit on offense, and then they find ways to pull shit out of their ass. Like that's the Chiefs team that I hated. And I thought, okay, maybe the good Chiefs team is back.
I think.
But statement win for the Jags. Very happy for them.
I think the Chiefs' offense is really good. That's the conclusion I'm at. I think their defense is mid to okay. Their defense, here's where I'm at with the Chiefs' defense. They are not good when they aren't gimmick pressure, just like throwing 7 dudes at you. Like they cannot win enough up front if they have to go max protection, like if they have to go 1-on-1 or 4-man rush, they just don't have enough up front to win. Like they can make plays, and Chris Jones is like, he's awesome, but he's also infuriating to watch because he takes a bunch of plays off. And George Karlaftis, I'm sorry, I think he's a tad bit overrated. I don't know if he's really worth the contract he got paid, but I mean, listen, if you're a defensive lineman, you get paid to make maybe 8 or 9 plays a year. I'm sure if you look at his stats, he makes those 8 or 9 plays. He just doesn't jump off the screen to me to worth being paid the money he probably, or the money that he just got paid. All in all, I think the Chiefs are okay. We want to pivot to them. The only thing that worries me, God, the Cubs fucking suck. What a joke. The only thing that worries me about they got just whatever. About Kansas City is they've got, God, dude, their next 4 games, the rest of their season. I mean, Jesus Christ, their schedule's so tough. Just their next month, okay, through the first Sunday in October, they got the Lions at home next Sunday night. They are white hot. Should be a fun game. They play the Raiders at home. That's a win. The Raiders are a disaster. They got the Commanders at home on a Monday night, which who knows? Washington, they play the Bears next Monday night. They looked good yesterday against the Chargers, but also a lot of that game was the Chargers not being able to get out of their own way at all. So who knows? Jaden Daniels looked pretty damn good, though. And then they got to go to Buffalo because the Bills just don't play road games, like ever. Like at all. Every game is in Buffalo, I think. They played 5 games. They have not left the Northeast yet. Their one road game was at the Jets, and I don't think that counts as a road game in 2025. So listen, would I be shocked if the Chiefs were 5-4 after that stretch? No, but that's still 5-4, and you're probably still second or third in your own division, and that's them going 3-1 in that stretch. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go 2-2, you're 4-5, which I don't think you'll go 2-2 because you would have to. I mean, you could, I guess, like you'll beat the Commanders and the Raiders, you lose to the Lions and Bills, maybe, I don't know. But you see what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm a little bit I'm a little off on Kansas City because even though they could win, they're a week to week, they are not a guarantee right now. And I was starting to think that they might be, and then tonight showed me some flaws that they have. At the end of the day, for them, all that matters is being ready for January, but they're just not as automatic. Like it's like college football, and NIL. The top has been brought down to the pack. As we said, the top and the middle are conforming, and that's where we're at with Kansas City at this moment. And by the way, after going 11-0 in one-score games last year, the Chiefs are now 0-3 in 2025. Just want to throw that out there. Sometimes regression happens, folks.
Gotta love that regression.
What do you think? What are your takes on the Chiefs overall?
It's hard to say, because I do think the Jags. You know, it's not like it's not like
they lost to a bad team. We both think
no,
the
yeah,
Jags are good.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like this team looks like they are much better than they've been the last few years, and it's just kind of a weird year for the NFL right now. Especially this weekend. I mean, a lot of good teams lost. The fact that the Chiefs are 2-3, probably still surprising overall, given their track record lately. But I thought the cool stat I heard today was they didn't lose their third game last year till the Super Bowl, and it's not even October 7th yet. So it's been a while since the Chiefs have struggled, or at least not gotten wins. Like you said, they've been winning all the close games. Now the regression is hit, and they're not as inevitable as they felt they have been before. But they've certainly got the potential on offense. I felt like they actually ran the ball pretty well tonight. And then offensively throwing the ball, they seemed to be okay. I mean, that there's no doubt that game changed on the pick six. I mean, the Chiefs are about to go up 14 there? More?
No,
I
it
don't
was
remember
tied.
what the score was. Oh, it was just
tied.
Okay. But still, it's a 14-point swing when you're on the goal line and you give up a touchdown. It's so you lose by 3, you lose or whatever. Yeah, 3. You lose by 3, and that was a 14-point swing. I mean, that could have been you still winning by 11 if you don't screw that up.
Yeah, because when you look at it down to down basis, and you just if someone showed you the box, if someone hid Jesus, if someone hid the box score to you, or God fucking damn it, if someone hid the score to you and you just looked at the box score, you'd be like, oh shit, they got more first downs, they ran more plays, they had 108, they had 160 more yards,
a lot more offense.
Exactly, but 13 penalties doesn't help, and the time of possession was very equal because but the turnovers, man, the couple turnovers and penalties were like a couple big time penalties Kansas City took on special teams in this game. Obviously, the penalty at the end that kept the drive for Jacksonville alive off the carom, that would have been an interception, which was a clear defensive pass interference. And yeah, like That's not even talking about the ones that were not called in
I
the
was going to
game.
say the interception that Lawrence threw, that was as clear of defensive PI as you'll see.
Yeah, the one on the first drive where they should have called the one on Juju, I don't know. Is what it is. That's not
That
terrible.
one, yeah.
But
I'm mostly indifferent to that one. But the one where the receiver literally gets bowled over
yeah, the DB ran through his fucking face.
straight into an interception. I don't understand how that one was missed.
That's bad. But
That
well.
was bad.
Listen, stuff gets missed on both ends. It is what it is. Back to Jacksonville before we move on. I think Travis, I cannot wait to see how Travis Hunter continues to evolve. He was out there in coverage snaps against Kelsey tonight sometimes. He had a big stop, although I think DJ was telling me that was the one that probably should have been a DPI call. Offensively, he is incredibly dynamic with the ball in his hands. And I think the more that the season goes on, his offensive output should be upped because he's just a really good player. And that catch he made on the deep ball, he set up the field. All right, so remember the field goal they had on their second to last drive? It's like 3rd down and 18. He hits an underneath ball and he makes like 5 guys miss to pick up an extra 10 yards. So like he can do a lot of stuff. And the more and more that he actually gets evolved in this offense, I think that's going to go a long way for Jacksonville as well. That's, again, my biggest takeaway for Jacksonville is to win a game like this and to be 4-1 when they still are not what they will be in 2 months. That is huge. They're winning all these games right now. It's incredibly impressive. Okay. Anything else on this game?
I think we covered it.
I have a game for you, and I did not tell you about this one.
Love games.
Huh?
I love games.
I like titles. All right, we are going to play tonight, All In or Fold, Week 5 edition.
Hey, I love poker. I'm down for that.
So I'm going to give you a scenario, and you can only choose one of those 2 options, All In or Fold. And let's start with last night. The New England Patriots. What a game, what a win. The New England Patriots are serious playoff contenders, all in or fold. I'll give you an easy one to start.
I would be all in on that. If I can't waffle back and forth, I'll go all in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I think if they get in and like compete or win one game, I think that's job well done. Do I think they're much more than that? I don't know. But them making the playoffs, I'm all in. They're good, and their quarterback's really good, Drake May. The media really wants me to hate him because of the toxic takes, but goddamn it, they cannot make me hate him. He is awesome. He is really good, and the drive to lead them to the win, man. Whew, baby, fun. I had fun. Who would have thought I would have enjoyed watching a Patriots win?
That's what I thought. I'm like,
What a
as a
time to be
Dolphins
alive.
fan, the last 25 years have been literal hell because of the Patriots and the Bills. How do I find myself rooting for anybody last night? But I'm like, you know what? This Patriots team, I can root for them. I can root for them to beat the Bills.
Exactly. That was good. All right. Next up. All in or fold. Yesterday proved that the Denver Broncos. All right, let me rephrase this. Yesterday proved that people were right thinking the Denver Broncos are a Super Bowl caliber team with their win yesterday in Philadelphia. All in or fold.
Super Bowl caliber, I would probably have to say I'm folding on that one.
Okay. They were kind of
good, like playoff contender, maybe even win a playoff game contender. Sure,
certainly going to compete
but
for that division.
If gun to my head, I'm folding that one.
Okay. I will fold as well. I said it that way because a lot of people went into this season very high on the Broncos. And yesterday was impressive because they stuck with it, and Sean Payton coached a hell of a game. And holy shit, the Eagles are incredibly sporadic. The Eagles are bipolar, but that is whatever. And Bo Nix played the best quarter of his professional football life yesterday, down 14 in the fourth quarter. He went off. I'm not going to sit here and lose my cookies and say, yes, they are going to be a Super Bowl contender, so I'm going to fold as well. But it was nice to finally see them, that team and that quarterback, win a game like that against a team like they beat. Because last year they beat up a lot of tomato cans. And they went into the season and everyone said, oh, they're going to be amazing. Well, prove you can beat a playoff team. Yesterday they did. As flawed as the Eagles are for being 4-1. And Jesus Christ, they are flawed. But that was an impressive win by Denver. I cannot cap.
I'm looking at their schedule now. You get the Jets, Giants the next 2 weeks. Then you get the Cowboys and the Texans. Not great, but not in the same tier as Jets and Giants, obviously. And then you got the Raiders. Like, these are 5 games coming up in a row where it's not impossible to run the table in those 5. I think if they could run the table in those 5, I think they can gain some traction there. They've certainly got a tough end of the schedule. They'll have the Packers, Jaguars, Chiefs, and Chargers again.
Even still, though, you go like
Really?
you go like 3-2. You're 6-4 after those games. You're still feeling pretty good.
If they only win 3 of their next 5, I'm probably jumping off the wagon. To me, you should not lose at all to the Jets and the Giants. Cowboys and Texans, I can give you a toss up. I think those 2 teams are getting there. I think they're getting better. Texans offense especially finally did something. And then the Raiders, I mean, it is a divisional game, but I feel like because of how tough the end of the season will be, you've got to go 4-1 minimum here the next 5 games for me to have any faith in you down the stretch.
This is where
if you go
I'm with you.
3-2, I'm off. If you go 4-1, I'm thinking, all right, this is possible. You go 5-0, I'll be thinking you might have a chance to do some damage down the stretch at the end of the season too.
That is
beat the teams that you should beat and compete against those you're maybe the next echelon down from.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point. If you go 4-1 in that stretch, if you're the team that people think you are, and you're out after, so what is this, 5? After 10 games, you're 7-3 instead of less. I get what you're saying. All in our fold. Stay in the AFC. The Houston Texans are back. They are somewhat fixed.
Scoring 70 points over 2 weeks might do that.
And you expect them to be back at the top of the AFC. All in our fold.
I want you to ask me this question 3 weeks from now.
Okay.
The jury is still out.
Okay.
I want to see them do it against a fully healthy Ravens team, or at least a Ravens team with Lamar Jackson, even if all of the other injuries are still there. I want to see you beat a team that's not the Titans. They got the Seahawks, the 49ers, and the Broncos. Well, hell, you go more than 3, you get the Jags. You get the next 4 weeks, we will 100% learn what this Texans team is. If they are back, we will know in the next month. By November 9th, we will come on the air that night and say, all right, yes, the Texans, they are here to stay, or we're 4 weeks past the nail in the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's definitely tougher for me to say all in or fold, because I say the jury is still out. But repeat the question one more time. before I can give a final answer.
Basic,
If I can.
Basically, do you think the Texans are back? Like, do you think they are a legitimate? Like, do the last 2 weeks show you that this team can still be a top threat in the AFC?
I would think I will say all in,
Ooh, yeah, let's go.
but
Show your.
I will say all in for this one because even though the offense hasn't been great, that defense has been outstanding all year.
Yes.
I mean, you limited the teams that you limited to 20 or fewer points: Rams, Buccaneers, Jaguars.
I was gonna say, are all of them?
Yes. Titans, everybody except the Cardinals keep them under.
Oh, buddy, we're gonna
And
talk about that here in a
We'll
bit.
get there. So yeah, I have no concerns about the defense. Offense might be starting to put things together. So I will go all in for the question, but over the next 2 to 4 weeks, we will get a really, really good look just how good this Texans team could be. If they can pick off a couple wins, I mean, even if they go 2-2 over the next 4 with Seahawks, 49ers, Broncos, Jags, I will think they are doing okay. Anything better than 2-2, anything better than 2-2, and I'm thinking, all right, you guys are in the picture here. Maybe not to win it all, but maybe 2, because you know what they say: defense wins championships.
Bingo. 9 wins should get you in. At this rate, considering the 8 seed right now is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh dear God! And normally I would say 9 wins will win that division, but that might not be the case this year. 9 wins might be third in that division the way things are going.
Yeah, what a division.
Who would have thought in 2025 maybe the team with the most teams in the playoffs with the AFC fucking South?
Who would have? That is
NFC. True. You might have the West.
Yes,
eyeing them, but
the West. Yeah, the West. Who would have thought that in the year of our Lord 2025, the current number one, I guess, damn it, fuck, they don't own the tiebreaker. The current number 1 seed in the AFC and the number 2 seed in the NFC with a combined record of 8-2 would be
Colts,
Daniel Jones and McCorkle Jones. Who would have thought? Whomst would have thunk?
Are the 49ers really technically the 1 seed right now?
They're the 2 seed because the Eagles have a tiebreaker.
Oh, okay, but it's possible. Okay, that's pretty good.
But they're the 4. They're 3-4. There are 4-4-1. All the division leaders in the NFC are 4-1.
Okay.
Well, whomst would have thunk? McCorkle Jones and Daniel Jones would be out here, be leading divisions after 5 weeks.
I don't know if we were going to talk about the 49ers a whole lot. I don't know if you have them on the agenda, but I will just say this quickly. When they paid Brock Purdy, I think we've said it on the show before.
Uh-huh.
I know I've said it over the past couple years. I don't know what it is about Kyle Shanahan.
Brother.
You plug anybody into that offense, and he will have success with you. Going from Jimmy Garoppolo, who had no success anywhere else before or after. He gets hurt. Brock comes in. He gets hurt. Mac Jones comes in. This is the reason why I say the 49ers should not have paid Brock Purdy. I'm glad he got paid. Local dude, live in Ames, Iowa State, happy for the guy. But it's the 49ers. Of all the teams that don't need a big money quarterback, they have shown it doesn't need to be them. Not saying that this is creating a quarterback controversy or anything like that, but if they continue to win, like what if I don't know how long Brock's going to be out, but let's just say he's already tried to come back once and it didn't work out. He's out again. What if they're 8-1 or something when he comes back and he's fully healthy?
And if Mac Jones
and Mac's not, he's not 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception kind of games. Like 300 plus like he did last week.
He threw for 330 yards
with while injured for part of that.
He's like
He looked like he
on
was
a
dead
leg
on the field. I thought the hearse was coming out
so
for him.
times. Oh my God, bro.
So yeah,
real quick.
What
Mac
happens
Jones
in that scenario?
Last week, Mac Jones hit us with like 5 times last week with the call the ambulance, but not for me meme.
Yeah. For Brock.
Yeah, for Brock.
So I don't think there's a world where the 49ers say, I think if they say Brock is 100% healthy, he's the guy you're paying, you put him back out there. It's not like he's played badly to deserve a demotion or anything like that. But it's, I think that the tweet that I enjoyed, I think the tweet I enjoyed the most Thursday night was like, Mac Jones just earned himself 10 plus years of at least backup quarterbacking in the NFL for big money with this game. And you know what? He's still young enough that he can be a starter. Like, he might be on the Sam Darnold train right now, where you get your opportunity, you move on, and now you can have success elsewhere. Daniel Jones, maybe we're seeing that right now. You get greener pastures, and you can make it work. So maybe we'll see Mac Jones not in San Francisco. Maybe we'll see him find a starting job next year, assuming he doesn't become the guy at the 49ers. Again, I still don't think that happens, but I think the 49ers, if I was the GM of the 49ers, I'd be saying I would have loved to spend this $50 to $60 million elsewhere, because Kyle has shown you throw anybody back there. I think he even had a little bit of success with CJ Beathard. I think he won a game with him.
They were moderately competent.
Yeah.
All in her fold. Joe's Brock Purdy takes were correct after all. But no, in all honesty, listen, hey, it's different with Darnold and Daniel Jones because Darnold played for the Vikings and Daniel Jones was a backup for the Vikings last year. So, I mean, like, hey, all you got to do is be in the Kevin O'Connell quarterback room, and all of a sudden you're a god. Because I was going to say, did you see? I know they lost yesterday, but did you see Sam Darnold spinning that shit? Horrible break there at the end, but what a game we will talk about.
Yeah, Seattle's way better than I thought they were going to be this year, and that's even though they lost. And then there's the Bucks. Been high on the Bucks all year, I feel like.
Yep. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk that on my 55-1 Baltimore Tampa Bay Super Bowl ticket exacta that the Ravens would be the side of that ticket shitting the bed through 5 weeks? Who would have thunk? Whomst would have thunk? Whomst would have thunk? I remember when I told my my good friend, the UTHS head football coach Nick Welch. Shout out to my guy, team I cover, my alumnus, my good friend Nick. And I said, "Yeah, I got a 55-1 ticket, Ravens Bucks Super Bowl." And he was like, "That's bold. Whomst would have thunk that the bold version of that would be the Ravens after 5 games?" Crazy. I've got a great one for the Bucks here in a minute, but yeah, back to the Niners. You're right though. Like, what I don't think they're going to keep this up because, Nick, they're so goddamn hurt. Every week someone's going down with like a season-ending injury.
I thought the screenshot image of the game was when they had their fullback Kyle Juszczyk lined up as a wide receiver. And I thought, if that doesn't sum up the 49ers for you right now, then what does?
Kendrick Bourne just out here turning back the hands of time. Like, what? Not that I don't even know when to. He just did. I just have to say that to make it sound right. Like, good on them. Hell of a win by the Niners. I don't know how long they'll be able to keep it up for, but a hell of a win nonetheless. Moving on, NFC. I'm going to pray to the gods real quick because last time I brought this up, I kind of jinxed them and they haven't won a game since. So let's just hold up that I don't move this jinx to the next guy. All in or fold through 5 games. Baker Mayfield's the MVP of the National Football League.
I got to pull up his stats.
Oh, buddy.
10 TDs, 1 interception.
4 wins, all coming in the final minute of the game. 4 comeback drives. Even though
You did
Sundays
kind
was
of
not
read
his,
my mind, though, because I did pull up the MVP odds.
his odds are hilariously low. His odds are ignorantly low. I was listening to a pod last night, and he was like 12th or some shit.
So I'm gonna look at the passing categories right now. Stafford leads in passing yards. Baker's 4th. Touchdown passes. It's Goff, Stafford, and then Baker's tied for 3rd. 1 interception. They're the all touchdown category are also ironically both just at 1 or 2 interceptions. Passer rating, you've got Lamar. Let's see here. Lamar, Goff, David Montgomery.
You're goddamn
Josh
right, David
Allen.
Montgomery.
Hey, I saw a tweet last week that said David's going to have a great game because he's playing in front of his family or whatever. And god damn it, he did it. He threw for a touchdown and he ran for one too.
He did, and his sister was there, who has some really bad health conditions. It was
Yeah.
really cool. Crazy. The first game I guess it makes sense because he's played in the NFC North his entire career, but that was the first game that he ever got to play back in Ohio.
That's cool.
So that was really cool. Good for them. Good for him. Hell, good win for the Lions yesterday.
But yeah, I mean, just looking at the numbers,
I think I'm looking now at the
He's-
MVP odds. Are you ready? He is 4th.
yeah, he's 4th.
He is 11-1.
Josh
Josh Allen.
You've got Josh Allen at 1, and I would not probably take him at this point.
Josh Allen is almost a minus to win MVP right now. Which
Yeah,
I
at
don't
those
agree
odds
with.
at plus 135, I'm not.
I don't. Mahomes is at 5-1. Jordan Love 9.5 to 1. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Let's see where he's not even showing up on this page of stat. Well, 8 TDs to 1 interception. Okay, I get it.
Suck my ass, Jordan Love 9.5 to 1 MVP. Baker Mayfield though, right now, I think he's been the MVP through 5 games.
Here's the value play that I like. It's going to take not a non-quarterback winning to get it, but Puka Nacua at 100 to 1. He would be the dart that I would consider tossing at the moment.
Interesting. Did not think that's where you were going to go with that.
But no, yeah, if you had to go out and say this non-QB could be MVP, he'd be the one I would take right now.
Daniel Jones 27-1 MVP odds. That'd be senile, but
At 500 to 1, last on the list, Mac Jones.
hey man, at this point, what's wrong with putting a couple pennies on it? He's
I
been really
do
good.
wish I could see. Oh, let's see. Offensive Player of the Year. It's Puka, the favorite.
It's Puka, then JT, right?
Jonathan Taylor. Yep.
God, he's been good.
Ironically, Taylor has 6 touchdowns. They have all come in 2 games.
Yeah,
He either scores 0 touchdowns or 3
3.
touchdowns.
They're really good. I got to give it up, man. They're good. They're legit.
Comeback Player of the Year.
It's got to be Daniel Jones in a route.
Dak is the leading candidate right now.
Okay, because he got hurt.
But yeah,
They're going to hand out the "you were hurt last year" instead of the "you were ass last year" comeback player of the year. Comeback player of the year. Don't
Interesting.
be cheating
JJ
on. Don't be cheat.
No.
Don't be cheating on FanDuel for against the lines right now.
When I pulled it up and knew where the odds would be, so I covered it up and I looked for the awards tab.
You're over there taking
JJ
screenshots.
McCarthy at number 8. What's he coming back from? Just never playing?
Yeah, the only played 2 games in your NFL career award.
But yeah, I like how Christian Watson shows up on the list despite not having played a single down.
Sometimes life just hits you fast.
As a Dolphins fan, you know who's given me some hope this year, the last 2 weeks? Darren Waller. He's on the list at number 6.
Bro, he's been hooping.
So yeah, good stuff.
Tough L yesterday. What?
So on FanDuel, I'm on the awards tab,
Uh-huh.
but they've got other tabs: Super Bowl, playoffs, win totals, stage of elimination, and then just Jets.
You're fucking kidding.
And it's Jets next win, and you can bet on what their next win would be.
Are they the?
And you can take Panthers.
They are the only winless team.
120. Yeah, because the Saints and the Titans both cleared yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Stage of elimination. Oh, you can.
You're right. It does just have Jets.
Jets.
I want to vote for first coach fired. That'd be fun.
What do they have for Dolphins here for stage of elimination? Missed the playoffs at minus 2,000.
Yeah, no shit.
Ooh, what do they have for the Ravens? You said they were. I saw that they were still favored to win that division in the odds. So you can get plus money right now.
They're minus one. They're minus 105 to make. They're minus 105 to win the AFC North.
Yeah, and plus 135 to miss the playoffs. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Wow! It's happened.
What's
Mark
that?
it down. I don't know if this has been legit. I guess I haven't checked the division odds in a while. 11:30 Monday, October 6th. The Kansas City Chiefs are not favored to win the AFC West.
Ayo. Hello, Chargers. After the last 2 weeks, though, I don't know if I'd take the Chargers, though.
Yeah, no shit. That could be the Broncos right now at 2-1. Good value.
They're certainly
Seattle at 4.
The bunch.
God, I know they lost yesterday, but Seattle at 470 to win the NFC West still. Goddamn. Not the worst odds in the world. I don't think I've got another all in or fold. You ready to play guess the lines?
Almost. I see the Cardinals at 33 to 1 to win the NFC West. It could be plus 33 to 1 or minus 3,300, and they ain't gonna hit it.
Oh yeah. All in or fold. If you were on the Cardinals coaching staff, would you have beat up DeMarcado like Jonathan Gannon did yesterday? Okay, time out. No. Let me rephrase this question. All in or fold, the Cardinals openly were betting against themselves yesterday against the Titans.
When I watched that sequence of events, there are 3 key moments. 1, the Titans are winless and they suck.
Mm-hmm.
2, the touchdown that wasn't meant to be. And then 2, the interception that wasn't meant to be because they fumbled it into a touchdown. When you combine all 3 of those things, and then I guess on top of that, the Titans get the touchdown, and did they miss the extra point or did they go for 2?
They missed the
extra point, so they are still down 2 possessions
and not covering.
When I look at all of that and I combine all of that together, and I know that blew up a bunch of people's survivor picks.
Oh, yeah.
Combining all of that together, that would almost go on it has to be somewhere on my Mount Rushmore of most demoralizing losses in the last 25 years of NFL. I can't think of Falcons Patriots Super Bowl probably has to be up there just because of the stakes. But checking the boxes and checking the boxes the way they did for the Titans to win that game, like, that is an all-timer that I don't know how you come back from that. Like, you take away anything and they still win the game. You go up 28-6, or you just hang on to the interception, or you recover the fumble. There were so many things that the Cardinals just fumbled the bag so much with that. And anyone that had Cardinals survivor pick or some some parlay where they're just like, I'm going to throw in the Cardinals money line just for a little extra squeeze of the juice. Oh my God. What a demoralizing, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory moment.
We need to get Matt, we need Matlock on this. We need Sherlock Holmes. We need Batman. He's the world's greatest detective, right? Where are they? Where are the FanDuel accounts? Yeah, that if you told this is the type of stuff that makes you go like, oh, this is rigged. This shit's rigged. Bruh, the drop if I was a coach on a team that had a player do the drop the ball before the end zone thing, I would. Gannon, did you see the video of Gannon going up to and hitting him in the chest?
I did, yeah.
I can't. Listen. He's going to get a lot of backlash for that. I like Gannon as a head coach. I think they're promising. I like pieces on that roster. I think they've done a really good job, dude. You got to realize how in the depths of hell they were when they hired Gannon a couple years ago. This is his third year. But that's the type of loss yesterday that derails. That's an inflection point for a coaching staff and an organization. They could be off the rails, and they could be that was you know what type of moment that reminds you of from last what's that?
When the Chargers blew it and Trevor ran him down. I thought that's what you were going to say.
No.
No.
Because that was just an immaculate comeback.
Yeah.
Filled with a few dumb mistakes by LA, but this, do you know, this is an inflection point on your season and could torpedo the year. Do you know what that reminded me of yesterday in some sort of way? And it won't get as much blow up because the team I'm going to compare this to is not as mainstream.
Well, I was going to say Dolphins against the Titans on that Monday night game a couple years ago. They haven't been the same since.
That's fair.
But that's not the one you're thinking of. I'm drawing a blank.
No. It was almost a year ago today.
Oh, the Bears and the Hail Mary. There you go.
Bingo.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch highlights of that for the next week because that's who they play next Monday night.
Nice. First or second game? Oh, probably
the second one.
Wait, Bears Washington is the first game?
The second game. They're running at the same time.
Oh, okay. That's true. 6 and 7 instead of 7 and 10. Got it.
If Chicago wins next week, I'm not saying it means they're going to be great, win the division, make the playoffs. I don't know, but this stretch of their schedule is the easiest. And if they do win next week, holy shit! Talk about ultimate vibe check. To win the two games the way they did going into the bye, and then if they win next week in Washington, it's still a couple weeks away for the actual 1 year anniversary of that shit, but nearly a year to the day, almost a year to the day where last year's season imploded, and the organization was in free fall. That'd be really good. That would feel really good if they win next week.
And if they don't, will we get another epic Joe Winkle rant?
No, because it's not all about win. Right now, honestly, it's not totally about wins and losses. It's about, because I think they're going to be a roller coaster. If they just play normal, if they would have lost to the Raiders last week, if the field goal wouldn't have got blocked and they would have lost, I wouldn't have came on here and ranted because Caleb had the ball. The last time Caleb truly had the ball, he went down and scored what should have been the game-winning touchdown, but their defense sucked. Yeah. Now, he would have still had about a minute because they got to stop. They still would have had a minute left or something. So who knows what could have happened. But regardless, they got the win, which was a game they never win. So that was nice. But yeah, it's weeks 1 and 2, were special types of up your ass type moments. That's why I lost my shit. I don't know if we're going to get many of those anymore the rest of the year. We'll see though. But yeah, dude, for the Cardinals, that's don't know how you come back from that one. Good luck though. good luck. The Titans, the most undeserving team in the league to have a win. The Titans, get the fuck out of here.
And the most undeserving win, but somehow you found a way to ball lied a little bit.
Kinda, sorta, yeah. It told a few fibs.
Yeah.
Told a few fibs. God, the Cubs are so bad. Fuck me. Whatever. I don't like baseball.
Is that one over? That game?
Yeah, it's finally over.
Are they down 0-2?
Yeah.
These are just 5-game series, right?
Correct. That is correct.
Now they go home?
Yeah, they go home on Wednesday, Thursday. Hopefully for Wednesday and Thursday, and then Saturday would be game 5.
Got it.
Okay, let's see here. I don't think I want to touch on anything else before we get to guess the lines. Dolphins are 1-4. Yikes! Congrats
I was
on the
feeling good when they were up 17-0. I'm like, okay, maybe the season's, and it's gone.
Is Bryce all on her fold? Is Bryce Young the best 3-score deficit quarterback in the NFL?
This year he's been okay.
Bryce Young's like, the game doesn't start until I'm down 3 scores.
Hey, that's kind of like Jamar Chase yesterday. He finally did something with with Browning, and I'm like, garbage time points pay the same, and for the Bengals, it's like garbage time starts in the first quarter, so he might be okay in fantasy the rest of the year.
Garbage time starts in the first quarter. Yeah. Shout out to me for having him and Chase Brown.
I have him in a league as well, and that is not going well.
Kill me. It's fine. Oh well. We win and we learn. We win and we lose. We live and we learn. Okay, let's have some fun. It's guess the lines time. Oh, my bad. I almost forgot. Lastly, do we want to add anyone to the list? We both have 4 teams. We both have the Saints and the Titans and the Jets. I have the Dolphins. You have the Bengals.
I'm tempted to throw the Cardinals on the list.
Okay. You're not gonna eliminate our Dolphins?
I can't do it yet.
Got too much Bama in me.
I might feel comfortable eliminating the Giants finally, though. They get their win last week, and then you give the Saints their first win. So that's you eliminate all the good juju by the bad juju, and it cancels out. And so I feel safe saying, all right, Giants, it's cool.
What a stretch. Yeah, they're fucked. Yeah, good. Do you want to know what their next, do you want to know what the middle third of their season is?
Probably doesn't look good.
No, bud. Eagles, Broncos, Eagles, Niners, Bears, Packers, Lions. Have fun.
I'd also be tempted to throw the Raiders on there already.
Yeah, I'm adding the Raiders. They're done.
Yeah, I'll add the Raider. I'll go Giants, Raiders, and Cardinals this week.
You're adding 3 teams to the list. Oh my God. You're a madman.
And not one of them is the Dolphins.
Yeah, no shit.
Not yet.
You're such a homer. Now remember, you can't take a team off. All right, so your whole list right now, you had Saints, Titans. We both had Saints, Titans, Jets. 10 NYJ. I'm keeping a recurring theme on here. NYJ. I had Miami. You had the Bengals. You were way ahead of that. Didn't you cross them off after the
Vikings game, I think?
Yeah, the Vikings game. Yep. You're adding Arizona, the Giants. God, what a time to be a New York sports fan. Go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. And you're adding the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
You now have 2, 4,
6.
You have 7 teams on your cross-off list through 5 games.
We may get to points where I'm not adding anybody during the week. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of teams.
You are you are just
It'll be
yeah.
week 14, and I will have 34 teams crossed off my list.
yeah. yeah. You're gonna start crossing off freaking Big Ten schools. Okay.
Illinois
How
off
dare
the
you?
list.
How dare you?
Hey, I can appreciate they had the REO Speedwagon halftime show last week.
Hey, there we go. See? I'm going to cross off the Raiders. I am going to Bucket. I'll do it with you. I'll cross off the Giants. They're not making the playoffs. I think that, God damn it, we're not crossing the Browns off yet. Can't do it. Dylan Gabriel didn't look that bad. That would have been a huge win for them.
Yeah, the Browns are a team. It's like I'm afraid to put them on the list right now because
they're worthy of lasting till like week 8 to be crossed off.
that
Let them
defense
get to
is-
1-6.
Yeah, I'm like based on their defense alone. I'm like I'll let you hang around, and now if the offense can maybe start to find some juju, and I mean they were in that one late.
Mm-hmm. For example, they play Pittsburgh next Sunday. Would either of us be shocked if they won? No. At least I wouldn't.
And before the season, that division looked like it might be a gauntlet, or at least kind of a gauntlet with a couple teams. But right now, it's the Steelers, and then everybody else, including the Ravens, who kind of look lost a little bit. Like that might be a division where 9 wins takes the division at this point.
Bingo. So, see?
Or in Pittsburgh's case, 8-1 will get you in
Would be hilarious.
for the brand.
All right. Guess the lines. You are leading 3-1 to 1 and 32-24-22 overall. Last week you beat the fuck out of me. This week I'm coming for my revenge. 2 buys this week. Houston and Minnesota. Big win for Minnesota yesterday. That game was dicey. The Browns were punchy, and Minnesota did what they had to do. They found a way. Somehow, some way, the Vikings are 3-2. Moving on. Thursday night. Speaking of that team that we both just crossed off, the Giants host the Philadelphia EAGLES Eagles. In New York, like I said.
Good bounce back spot potential for the Eagles here. Going to give them the road favorite treatment here. And I'm going to go 8.5.
Good old-fashioned tie to start the night. I said 7.5. Or no, I said 6.5. It is 7.5.
The way these games are going, though, right now, when it's a divisional game and somebody's a touchdown plus favorite
on the road,
just take the plus.
Especially on the road.
Yeah.
Take the home dog. Let's go overseas and talk about a team who has a special category on FanDuel. The JETS, Jets.
God damn it. Another international game? Jesus.
There's one this week. There's one next week. There's not one the week after, but I still think there's a couple more this year. Or is that it?
How the hell did the Vikings get back-to-back?
There's a game in Berlin and Madrid. The Dolphins play overseas this year. We go to they're going back to London. Broncos Jets in London.
We'll take Broncos. Seven 7.5.
Double tie. It is 7. We both said 7.5.
Nice.
I think that's right. 7-point tees. Dolphins or 7-point tees. Eagles, Broncos. Who loses? Uh, what a game we have here, folks. Sunday S tier. There are only 2 games total in the S tier and Happy Cat Dance category because this Sunday's a little wonky. Little wonky. Good nonetheless. A lot of mid, but still watchable in a fistful of poop. But for the Sunday S tier, we head down south. This team just lives in this category. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the San Francisco 49ers.
I'm looking here, and it's like a lot of these games could have been S tier games, like Rams, Ravens,
Bingo.
Bengals, Packers.
Double
Like
bingo.
these should have been really good games,
Mm-hmm.
but now we don't know, or we do know in one of them. But yeah, I'm gonna go Bucks at home, 3.5.
Oh, that moved a half point. Wouldn't have mattered for me. You got it. It is 3. I said 1.5.
Oh, Bucks.
I was thinking. You picked Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess a part of me was thinking that the Niners would be overvalued in Vegas. I don't know. Even though they're decimated, that's just a miss on my behalf. This is probably the right line. So Tampa Bay -3. How about that? 2 of our first 3 picks are round numbers. Whomst would have thought?
Vegas wants some pushes this week.
That they do. Happy Cat Dance. We stay in Florida. Florida men. You and I. Guess the lines. Florida men. Happy Cat Dance. The Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'd be curious when did you fill out your picks?
Last night.
I'd be curious if this line has jumped at all or changed at all because of what we just saw on Monday Night Football. But I am going to take, I mean, that's a hell of a road trip for Seattle. I will take Jags 2.5.
Okay, we both said that. It is Jags 1.5.
Okay. That was my other thought. Because I thought maybe if it was like 1.5 before, tonight pushed it over the edge.
Up.
Did it jump at all that you've seen?
To my knowledge, no. I don't think it did.
Okay. Have we tied on every single one?
No, you got the Bucks one. I said Bucks -1.5. I was way off on that.
That's right.
Next up, mid but still watchable. I probably shouldn't have put this here, but I did. Because I don't know. Just what if he plays? Rams Ravens. This game probably shouldn't be here. The Ravens if I know Lamar is not playing, he should probably be in. They are definitely a poop category team, but I don't know. Sue me. Rams Ravens mid but still watchable.
Yeah, this is one of the games. It's like, man, I would sure love to see this one at full strength on both sides.
The last time these 2 teams played at full strength, the game was also in Baltimore, and it was the best game from. Game fucking ripped. It was when we did our final tally for the Elite 8 games of the year from 2 years ago. It was that game. It was Rams at Ravens. The game that ended, if you remember, it ended with a walk-off punt return touchdown in overtime for the Ravens.
Oh man, yeah.
That game ripped. Yeah.
It'll be a different kind of rip this time, I think.
Just a bit. This game will not be on the quad box on Sunday. Can guarantee it.
We're going to take Rams on the road. Yeah, it's tough. You have to assume whether he is or isn't playing before you make your pick. But
let me give you a hint just because I guessed it already, and I've obviously looked, but I guessed before I looked, obviously. The line is assuming he's not playing.
Okay. That's where I was going to make my pick anyway, so that's good. But I will go Rams on the road. 6.5.
I said 5.5. It is 7.5.
Hmm.
3-team teaser: Rams, Denver, Eagles. Who can lose? 7 points. Moneyline parlay. Who can mess it up? So many ways I can get messed up. Who's ruining that? Cooper Rush, Justin Fields, or Jackson Dart? Come on now. We're out here.
Get her done.
Mid but still watchable. Dallas, Carolina. Good on the Panthers. Good win. Dallas, offense, fun.
And for the first time all season, the Cowboys stopped a nosebleed on defense.
That they did. The Jets are bad.
Yeah. I tried to go with the Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson stack in DFS, which it still panned out okay. They got a garbage time touchdown together. That helped. But I was hoping for the shootout. That didn't come.
Right.
But we're going to take Cowboys on the road and go 4.5. Might be too much.
It is, but you got it because I'm an idiot here. So it's 3.5. Maybe I just got to put my money where my mouth is on this one and lay it because I said 6.5. What am I missing? What am I missing? I guess that's a lot for Dallas. Am I over power rating the Cowboys or under power rating the Panthers? What am I doing here? A little bit of both? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
If it was in Dallas, this game's a touchdown. I mean, I don't think that doesn't mean that it should travel, so I don't know. Maybe that's where I messed up. It's not like Carolina's a huge home field advantage, I don't think.
No.
Back-to-back trip games on the road for Dallas. Their defense could be if their defense isn't good. So like Carolina could, and you don't want to. I mean, it's only 3.5. If it was a touchdown, you wouldn't want to really lay it because Carolina is backdoor city.
I was gonna say it'll be 28-6 in the fourth quarter, and
then all of a sudden
comes Bryce.
Hold on to your butts. I don't know, man. Dallas might be full steam ahead money line. They might be in the weekly money line parlay this week. Did not cash this week because 0 for 2, 1 and 5 in $100 picks after going 7-0. Yikes! Just a bad week by me. No good picks at all by me, except for the one that won the teaser. Lions over 30.5 and Bills Patriots adjusted over 42.5. That was a good pick. Outside of that, nothing. Nothing really good. Nothing really good at all. The Vandy team total should have hit, but can't win them all. Next up, mid but still watchable. My friend, we were at a crossroads. The Arizona Cardinals take the roads to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
Colts have a chance to put the nail in the coffin.
Kind of, sort of. If this is embarrassing,
pick a team while they're down.
Like, here's the thing. Here is the thing. I have fully come around to say the Colts are good. Daniel Jones has played really well, and even if there is a ceiling on him at the end of the day, Jonathan Taylor's a dude. Hey, Nick, do you know who still has it? Quentin Nelson. He's really good, just mauling people. And I love their coaching staff. Shane Steichen is a wizard on offense. Lou Anarumo, who would have thunk? He got moderately decent, good defensive personnel, and the defense for the Colts is not bad. And at the end of the day,
Miami for a while, right?
No, he was the Bengals DC.
Oh, okay, got it.
And here's the thing. The Colts are 4-1. And in 3 of their 4 wins, they have body-bagged teams. They body-bagged the Dolphins, they body-bagged the Titans, and they body-bagged the Raiders. This team has a bit of a knockout punch to them because they can run the ball right down your throat. They'll ball control you. And, they'll come after you. If this is an Arizona quit situation, they absolutely could just fucking flatline them. So that was the point I was trying to make.
That's what I was also going to say. So, like, because the teams that they've beaten are not good, you could say, well, they're only beating bad teams. But I think it's how you beat them. If
Yeah,
you're
and they
beating
hung with the
bad teams,
Rams.
if you're beating bad teams and kicking their asses,
Mhm. I was
you can still be good by beating bad.
exactly. I was sold after like I said, we joked about it last week. Remember what I came on here? So I said, oddly enough, the game they lose is the game that sells me the most. They could have they should have probably beaten the Rams if it wasn't for a few stupid things. That sold me. They're legit. Are
We get
they?
we get the dropping touchdowns at the inch line Super Bowl this week.
Adonai Mitchell and Dave Mercado. Oh, prepare your battle stations. They're just gonna they're gonna giraffe fight at midfield.
Parlay those 2 touchdowns together. They get it right this week.
That honestly, you're giving me a fantastic idea. Like one, just
For the
you're
memes
the
and the
wouldn't it
vibe.
be the wouldn't it be hilarious parlay?
This time they actually crossed the goal line.
Exact. Yes, correct. You should be able to pick like that should be a new FanDuel prop. Like if this podcast was big enough to where we had like boosts on FanDuel, you know how these podcasts and whatnot have
Oh
little.
yeah. That would be ours for the week.
I would be like, well, that one would be it, but I would also be like, hey, FanDuel, can you put a section in each game to yes or no? Will someone drop the ball while going across the goal line? Oh man! And every week it's just like yes is like minus 10,000, but you bet it once, you hit it once, and it just pays for the entire year.
I was gonna say was it back to back weeks or 2 out of the last 3 or something? It's happened.
Back to back weeks.
Jeez,
Unbelievable.
regression. It's due.
Yeah. Anywho, Cardinals Colts. We're fucked.
I'm gonna go Colts here. I don't think the spread will be that crazy, but
32 and a half.
I will take Colts 5.5.
God damn it, bro! Just let me win one. Fuck you! It's 6.5, and I said 5.5 also.
Oh, we're tie. You don't cuss me out when we tie, man.
Yeah, but I want to win one. He said, "Don't cuss me out when we die." I'm sorry. Was that hostile? I didn't mean to. I mean, I did mean to, but I didn't mean to. All right. Next up. Last one in mid, but still. The mid, but hey, listen, just trust me. I had to stretch the mid, but still watchable. I had to blur the line this week. Otherwise, there would have been mounds of shit that we would have had to tread through, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want my room to stink that bad. However, this one might not look like it, but you already know this game is going to be with 6 minutes left. It's going to be 13-12, and we're all just going to be swimming in it. Probably know what game I'm talking about. It's the Browns and the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
This is the week that the Browns will win like 28-7.
No shit. Browns minus 20.
Put it all together.
Line. Plus 10 billion. Dylan Gabriel 4 touchdowns.
I'm gonna go Steelers here at home. And 5.5.
Yeah, you got it right. It's 5.5. I said 7. Vegas zone. I'm not touching that game with fucking your lower body parts, brother. You can have that one. I'm just gonna watch and laugh. Jurassic Park poop meme. Big pile of shit. Chargers at Dolphins.
Ooh, Chargers have a long road trip. I love it when they have to come to Florida.
Yeah.
Those are the games that Miami finds a way to win.
The last few times we played them, we've gone out to LA the last few years because we played the Rams out there last year on Monday night, right? And lost. We played
I honestly don't remember that game at all.
the Chargers out there a couple of years in a row. I don't remember. We didn't play them last year. I don't remember the last time the California team came to us.
Can you remind me what happened the last time the Chargers traveled to the East Coast?
Listen, they ran into Jackson Dart, and they got darted. They are now 3-2. They have not won a game since.
Oh, that gives me the opportunity. I haven't talked about this yet. Do you want to hear my close calls for the week betting?
Please.
So I did a 3-leg touchdown parlay with Darren Waller.
Oh boy.
Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
And Keenan Allen.
Tough.
20-10. Chargers are down in the red zone. 1st and goal at the 1.
Yep, they fumbled.
They throw it to him in the back of the end zone, incomplete. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, okay, well, that was my chance. You passed on 1st and goal at the 1. You're not going to pass again. 3rd and goal at the 1. No, at the 3, because they lost like 2 yards when they tried to run it. I'm like, all right, I'm back in business. 3rd and goal from the 3. He's going to be wide open. Passes tipped at the line of scrimmage. Intercepted. And then my other bad beat. I had Hunter Henry first touchdown last night. Granted.
Oh, no.
Granted.
Oh.
It probably should not have been available and still up for grabs, a couple minutes before halftime. Or a minute before halftime, whatever it was.
And that's when you sniped it?
What?
You sniped that?
No, I took it pregame, but it's like it's almost halftime, and my first touchdown bet is still alive. That's what I mean. So yeah, I was sad after that.
That's tough.
Man, I just need one. Just one of them would have been nice to hit yesterday.
They
had a chance at both of them, and didn't.
Listen, you cashed a first touchdown.
I got Waller on Monday night.
Darren Waller last week, so
that was good.
That pays for a couple dinners.
You know what? I should have did it again this week.
He
got it again.
He's got you would think that he's got another WNBA All-Star that's taking care of him right now. Cameron Brink, come on down. Sophie Cunningham, come on down.
But there you go. Just wanted to share those quick while we're on the topic of Dolphins and Chargers breaking my heart. Oh no, Chargers breaking my heart. Dolphins and they broke my heart in a different way. Just didn't have anything to do with betting.
A whole lot of legs. Real quick, backtracking the Steelers Browns. That could be the infamous no touchdown scored bet.
Very possibly.
Just living the Vida Loca, baby. Anywho, Chargers Dolphins in Miami.
Gonna go Chargers favored
on the road.
If they weren't a West Coast team going to the East Coast, I'd probably go a little higher. But I'm gonna take it easy here. I'm gonna go Chargers 3.5.
On the board, bitches. You were close. It is Vegas zoned. It is 4.5, and I said 4.5.
Nice. There you go. On the board.
Pity win. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4-1. It's okay. I'm in there. I'm still in it. Maybe I just run the table here.
Wait, 4-1?
Yeah. You got 4. We've tied 4 times, and I have 1.
Okay. Got it.
Speaking of big piles of shit. Titans at Raiders.
Oh dear God.
Oh boy. The humanity.
That might be the shittiest of the shitty.
This is the greatest game.
If there is a team,
it should have its own category.
If there is a team out there that could top the crazy non-touchdown / touchdown that Tennessee witnessed this week, it feels like it could be the Raiders. They could do some crazy shit.
This is what a development. These are easily the two worst teams in the league right now. Because like New Orleans, they played well-ish, and they finally
Honestly,
won.
outside of like maybe one game, Saints have been in all of them.
Yeah, they got blasted by the Seahawks, but other than that, they've been punchy.
And maybe the throw of the weekend was Spencer Rattler under pressure,
To Shaheed.
almost falling backwards, dart for 87 yards or whatever it was. That was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go Raiders here. And 3.5.
Okay. We're on fire. I double Vegas zoned. It is 5.5, and I said 5.5.
Woo. That was too conservative. Who's on a bye this week?
It was 6.5 yesterday, by the way. It's moved a point. So
Oh, wow.
So that is gonna keep coming down, I think. Vikings and Texans.
Okay, just 2 this week.
2 more left in this category. Next up, oh boy, hold your nose. Bengals, Packers in Green Bay.
Maybe the biggest spread of the week. We'll see. I will take Packers. Eight and a half.
Whoa. I cannot believe that I won this. All right. Nick, I thought I was off because I missed it by 3 points. And I said Green Bay minus 11.5. You missed it by 6 points.
Holy shit.
It is Green Bay minus 14.5.
Holy shit. Okay. My thinking was the Lions were like 10-point favorites.
It was
There's
in
no way the
Cincinnati.
Packers, but yeah, I forgot about that. Shoot. Okay. But that checks out then. If Detroit was at home then.
That's why I said 11.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my logic.
Yeah.
I did not expect to open this up yesterday and see 14.5. I was like,
Damn.
oh. Because like the Saints against the Bills was 16.5.
And they covered that all day. Right?
The Bengals have to be. Are the Bengals right now the worst? Would you imagine the Bengals right now are the worst power rated team in the league?
I think so.
Considering the fact that they've played now the Jags, just think that's their only loss is that stupid
they wish they had that one back.
And they should have won. They got screwed. They got so fucking screwed. And Brian Thomas was a double agent, and they dropped like 2 touchdowns. Yeah. Anywho, Jags could be fucking 5-0 right now if it wasn't for that dumbass game. But since then, the Bengals in the games that Browning has started, so that's been what, 3 games? They have gotten absolutely fucking destroyed. Vikings blew their doors off. The Broncos blew they are playing non-competitive football. So I get it. I totally get it. They probably should be. Like if they were playing would you still say the Bills right now are probably the highest power rated team in the league? I would say so.
I don't know. I'm starting to think Lions.
Ooh. Maybe. Bills and Lions are probably the 2 highest power rated teams in the league, yes.
To me, on a stock perspective.
But remember when we talked power ratings, we were saying the Ravens and the Bills were both like gapped between the rest of the league. Because remember the Ravens were almost laying a field goal in Kansas City. The Ravens, it's different now because their team is dead.
Yeah.
Obviously. And they proved that they should have never been favored in Kansas City because the Chiefs blew their doors off.
Yeah. I'm looking at it, the power rating stock scale. Like the Bills, I don't know. To me their power rating is Miami covered against them.
This is fair.
Patriots beat them.
Saints covered.
Whereas the Lions, they just continue to blow the fucking doors off everybody they're playing right now. So
That's a good point.
I would say, at least for me, I'm power rating from a betting perspective, the Lions the highest.
That's a good point.
Wish I thought about doing it before the game, but I'm like, Lions -10? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna nuke it. Granted, they almost came back and backdoored the shit out of that.
They tried. They tried to backdoor that game.
The Lions would be the one team right now where I would say I will blindly bet whatever the spread is on Detroit every week with confidence. Not going to do it, but they would be the one team that I would say that. I would not say that about anybody else, I don't think. Regardless of the opponent, I will bet the Lions spread.
Can't wait
if I had to pick a team, that would be the team I pick.
That's a fair point. But yeah, but I think this game here shows that the Bengals right now are there. There's I don't know how big of a gap. Like if we lined up Bengals Titans on a neutral field, I don't know what the line would be. But this shows the Bengals. This iteration of the Bengals is the worst power rated team in the league. Like if we were doing a 1-32, it is them 32 with a bullet.
Yeah, I think so.
Next up, Patriots Saints in New Orleans. This is, oddly enough, this is where we actually learn if the Patriots are for real. Because now their next few games are like the Saints, then they play the Browns, and they play the Titans. It's like, all right, if you're legit, go handle your business. Don't lose one of these dumbass games.
Yeah. And then it also feels like it could be a situation where they just left it all out on the field in this one, where now the Saints feel like they could have a chance at it going back to back. Not from a line perspective, because I have to assume the Patriots will be favored here, but would it surprise me in the least if the Saints won this game? No.
Right, I agree.
They just feel like the team that no matter what the week, they could upset you. But yeah, we'll take Patriots here on the road. 4.5.
Okay. We tied. I also said 4.5. It is 3.5.
I just needed to stop your winning streak.
I know. I was starting to become the king of poop. Usually, you're the king of poop.
What, 4-4-3 now? 4-5-3?
4-5-3. 4-3-5.
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, you're about to test that Lions theory here. Sunday night. Lions at Chiefs. What a game. Jesus Louises, what a game. The Sunday night games this year have absolutely delivered. Right?
Prime time in general has been pretty solid.
Other than like last Monday night, which was too, but we knew that was coming.
True. Yeah, we did.
We knew that was
two shitty games. We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, we knew that was coming. But yeah, you're right. The primetime games have thoroughly been delicious.
Yeah. Especially, this week especially, all of them either went to overtime or down to the wire, basically. Final minute lead change.
Yeah, that was fun. The Sunday night and tonight was beautiful stuff. And Thursday night, obviously, too.
Yeah. I just cannot see a world where the Chiefs are favored in this one. But if for some crazy reason they are, I will definitely take a plus money line on the Lions if that presented itself. But I am going to take Lions on the road. 2.5.
Wow. Let your nuts hang. Okay, I got this. I said Chiefs 2.5. It's Chiefs 1.5.
All right, that's convinced me. I will take Lions money line for that plus 100 or whatever it'll be.
I think that I would not be shocked at all if that flips. I think that's fair.
Has it changed
right
since
now?
Last night at all?
No, it was 1.5 last night.
Okay.
I think that's fair, though. I think that line's fair. KC in the tic-tac zone. Honestly, though it's in Arrowhead, but if there was ever a game right now that probably should be a pick 'em, unless you really think the Lions are like the best team in the league, which the more we sit here and talk about it as of right now,
I would put my money on the table and say Lions are my best team in the league right now.
I have to rank the Elite Eight right now, and holy shit, what a conundrum after all the top teams lost. I'm not putting the Colts and Jags at 1 and 2. I might have to put the Lions at 1 this week.
There's no might about it.
I
I think you just got to do it.
think so.
They have come a long way since week 1.
Yeah, absolutely. If they played Green Bay right now in Detroit, they would. I think they'd beat the fuck out of them.
Yeah, just took them 1 week to get their shit together.
That and it was Packers were ultra fired up. When you really think about it, it was a game the Packers had to have. Like if you're Green Bay, you can't lose the game where you debut Micah at home. And the game script was all out of sorts. So yeah, we'll see. Monday night, Bills at Falcons. Could be a fun game because the Falcons are a feisty home team. And the Bills defense is incredibly sus, but and both teams are going to feel moderately desperate here. Falcons coming off a bye. Bills actually having to leave the Northeast.
I'm going to take the Bills here. 3.5.
Yeah, you nailed it. I missed this one by a billion. It is 3.5.
I didn't want to think about it. That was the one that popped into my head, and then I was like, I might go 4.5, but I'm like, I'm just gonna go with 3.5.
You still would have got it. I said 6.
I don't want to talk it. I don't want to talk about it. Or I'm like, I don't want to talk myself out of it in my head.
Yeah, you still would have got it. I said 6.5. I was way off.
And I hit it on the nose.
Yeah, you hit it on the nose.
Nice. So now this next one is to tie if you get it.
No, you got it now.
Week, or am I locked in? Am I up 2 now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
So you can tie for the week. Still 5. Or
what yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I can. I can tie for the week still.
Yeah. 5, 4, and what?
Ties are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I win this, it's 5, 5, and 5.
5 and 5.
We're out here. Or 10 to 10 if you want to count it that way, which I don't know if we should count it that way or not, but it's okay.
Okay.
A tie is we both win. Or we both suck. Bears at Commanders.
It's the Packers Cowboys Award.
Yeah, exactly. It's ties in the NFL award for there's ties and guess the lines.
All right. We're going to go Commanders at home. A lot of pressure on this pick.
There's a lot. In a multitude of ways.
I'm going to go Commanders 5.5.
And here's the thing. At the end of the day, it wouldn't have mattered what you said because I nailed it. Because it's 4.5, and I said 4.5.
Nice. We did it. 5, 5, 5.
We did do it. 5 to 5 to 5. The immaculate conception. 37 to 29 to 27. Okay. No crazy. I'm next week. You know, listen, man. Monday night excitement. I would much rather us go on Sunday than Monday next week. I don't want to have to.
My weekend travels should be done for a while.
Yeah. I don't want to have to rely on next week being on Monday night with my emotions being.
The Monday night game.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But plus, I feel like our views go way up when you go on right after the Bears fuck the shit.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah. Could maybe I don't know.
I think Monday night's perfectly fine. Sunday night, yeah.
I am plus right after Lions Chiefs. Ooh, baby.
That's a better lead in.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, I might not be home to watch that game. I might be somewhere else. We have a chimed in comment here at the end of the show. Casey isn't. I'm assuming our friend here, Dustin, is watching. Hopefully, he's watching at the beginning. He said Casey isn't as good this year. Wild card, maybe. Super Bowl, nope. I don't disagree with that right now, but I don't like if you told me that. I can't agree with it though because the AFC is incredibly ass. Like I'm just gonna let's call a spade, maybe not ass, but mid. Let's call a spade a spade. The AFC is mid right now, so that's kind of where. That's where I think that. That's where I think the crux is. He just says, "No, it's not. Casey sucks." They could. We talked about it earlier in the show. They what was it we said? Like they're not they're not a weekly guarantee like they've been before. So, I think the offense is getting better though. We appreciate those who have hung out with us for tonight. Guess the lines as always. It's a doozy. Chiefs Lions next Sunday though, man. That should be good. Goddamn, can't wait for that. Imagine imagine your pompous ass coming on here next week. Dustin is a Chiefs guy. Poor bad. Is this DJ's burner? I'm kidding.
No, he would never admit we're bad.
That is true. Dustin is a listen, man. Sometimes the first stage is acceptance.
Man, if Detroit came out next week and won by like 2 touchdowns, I'd come in here and I would just like rip my shirt off and be like, "Roar."
Yeah, if the
Lions show the Chiefs who they are for real.
If the Lions win by margin next week, what if we just both did the show next week in shades and no shirt on?
We would have 0 views.
I don't know, man. I think people would be more into it. Dustin says Lions by 15. Thank you for hanging out with us, Dustin. We appreciate it. I don't know if they'd win by that much, but if they did, I might come on here without a shirt on, honestly. Steve did the Golden Ticket show last week without a shirt on.
If they win by 21,
uh-huh.
I might be willing to come on without a shirt on. That'd be wild.
You'd have to readjust the cameras. No nips.
Yeah, just be a little bit like, we'd be down here somewhere.
yeah. I'll just be up here. I can pull the camera all the way up to me. We can.
Or you know what? Really be bold and go higher.
Exactly. You can get some naval action. or I can Blair Witch it.
Oh man.
The Chiefs saw 2-4.
Man. The world will not know what hit it if the Lions win by 21 next week.
That'd be something. Would be something. Can't wait. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to get. Can't wait for a lot of stuff. Tomorrow night on Card Subject to Change, episode 2 of the Wrestlebacks. I will be joining our good friends Nick Brinks Nick Bull. You're Nick Brinks. Nick Bull and CZ the Wizard. We will be live on Card Subject to Change. Wrestlebacks, where tomorrow. Episode 1 was Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, 1, WrestleMania 39. Tomorrow, we are reviewing the Eddie Guerrero versus JBL feud. We're going to do both matches from Judgment Day and Great American Bash. Oh, my God. I've been doing research the last few days. I know you're not a wrestling guy. I just want you to know that mid-2000s wrestling did not care, and holy shit, the lines were blurred when it came to racism. And it's not that it's funny. It's just that it's funny because they did it without giving a shit. Oh, baby. It is wild. They're like literally, there is a segment when the one guy who's a Texan, big old Texan, they do a segment where he is at the border and shunning Mexicans back across the border. It is wild. Professional wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot. Yeah, it's wild. It's insanity. We're going to talk about that feud and the matches and Eddie Guerrero nearly dying from blading and hitting an artery. It was crazy stuff. Cannot wait to do that because episode 1 was a hoot, and I feel like tomorrow is going to be just as much of a hoot and even a holler or two. Make sure you lock in for that. Golden Ticket Show, College Juice, the Football Lounge, all that good stuff. Shout out to them. Brinksy, 30 seconds or less. Who's winning? Where are they at next week?
Vegas.
Vegas. Who's winning Vegas?
Blaney.
Wow. Put your nuts on the table. Big Blaney.
Or probably Denny Hamlin. Just please, dear God, don't be Joey Logano.
Isn't Vegas where he won last year to get in around?
Yeah, it was stupid gas mileage.
Yep. Hey, he's going to do it. Four-time champ. Big Joey. Big Joey Lugs, bro.
Joey Lagoober.
Goober. All right. For Nick, I'm Joe. This has been the Educated Ignorance Podcast. If you ain't got your game, you best pass the sticks. We will see you guys next time. Thank you for hanging out with us. We are out. We'll see y'all next Sunday. Peace.